welcome to another edition of the Infowars Nightly News. I'm your host, Aaron Dykes. Today is Monday, April 16th, 2012.
Tonight on the Infowars Nightly News, Obama's Secret Service agents punished for carousing with Colombian hookers. But is this just disinfo to keep public opinion away from something more diabolical? Plus, Darren McBreen returns from Roswell, Georgia to file a report on the local Agenda 21 tactics that took a man's life. Then, we speak with Noble Live filmmaker Holland Vanden Nieuwenhof and lead investigator of the Oklahoma Bombing Investigation Committee, Dale Phillips, on the upcoming anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombings. All that and more on the Infowars Nightly News.
And so it's April 16th. As the tax deadline looms, we have a story on taxes for you. Federal bureaucrat, government and taxes are the American dream. Report up on Infowars by Kurt Nimmo. So people have always been angry about taxes, and all the more because it goes to fund the unconstitutional private Federal Reserve Bank that charges us for all the money they loan to the government, and we pay it back each year in the forms of taxes. And you heard Reagan's report from the 80s. Not one stinking dime goes to pay for any of the federal budget or any of it. It's all just to the wrong stuff. But finally, we have a government official willing to put her voice on the line to speak for principles and what the American dream is really all about when it comes to taxes. Here are the words of Secretary of Labor Hilda Solis.
I want to tell you that we need to stand up, and we must not forget that at this critical moment in time, we have to understand what the president is fighting for. And the president is fighting right there with you and I. And it's about fairness. It's about fairness in the workplace. It's about fairness in education. And it's about fairness in terms of what services are provided by government. And if we can't have a say-so in that, then this isn't the dream that all of us have aspired to be a part of. Because if people aren't paying their taxes, those that can afford it, the billionaires, the millionaires, even the folks, as you heard yesterday, that were in the White House, that agreed to pay more. They want to pay more because they know it's their obligation. Because that's what we stand by, those principles. That's very, very important for us to understand what the president is fighting for fairness.
So there's the fairness and the principles. The president is fighting so they can tack on more government services. You can continue to pay for them, and they're going to pass the Buffett rule to give the illusion of taxing the rich when it's really just squeezing the middle class and, yes, some nouveau riche people. But the real billionaires, the real wealth is all offshore. They're all in foundations. Little clubs are all a part of. None of them pay taxes. You got all the tax cheats in government, but they're coming for your money. That's Agenda 21. That's the clampdown on America. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. There's been all the outrage about killing American citizens overseas through drones, the Anwar al-Awlaki case. That got worse after Obama said, yeah, we got the right to do it. We'll do it when we need to. Then they passed the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, putting on paper they can indefinitely detain Americans for whatever reason they want, no due process. Now, this incredible report continues to surface as they try to push it through Congress. IRS travel ban, revoking citizenship by stealth. So that's up by Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones, getting into how there is no requirement that the taxpayer be guilty or even charged with tax evasion, fraud, or criminal offense, only that the citizen is alleged to owe the IRS back taxes of $50,000 or more. So yes, you're hearing that now. Travel bans. You won't be allowed to fly out of the country. Your passport will be revoked. You won't be issued a passport if you're accused of owing the IRS money. And